I'm 16. My name is Adam, and on a usual Saturday night, my parents leave to go out for the night. This isn't anything unusual. I'm always by myself. They had been gone for maybe 3 hours, and it was around 11 p.m. I had no intention of going to sleep till very late, and I was sitting in the living room watching some show. I heard a noise coming from somewhere. I couldn't quite pinpoint it. Honestly, I barely even processed it. But when I look back now, it sounded almost like something dragging across concrete. I had no reason to think it was anything but something coming from the street. About 40 minutes later, I was making something in the kitchen, and out of the blue I heard something again, although this sounded more like a grunt out of anger. This made me quite uneasy, because it sounded very close. I felt the need to look around a bit just to settle my nerves. After about another 10 minutes, I was feeling quite relaxed, sinking back into my couch and getting absorbed back in my program. Until I heard an absolutely bone-chilling moan. It was loud. Loud enough to make me bounce out of my previously comfortable seat. I just stood there. I just stood there frozen, because I knew where that came from. That gut-tearing moan came from my fucking basement. I stood there for at least 5 minutes. I didn't know what to do. As soon as I got the courage, I snatched the phone and called the cops. The operator picked up and asked what my emergency was. I told her the noises I'd been hearing and the possibility of someone being in my basement. He told me that there was a car in the area and they'll be there in about 10 minutes. I thanked him and hung up the phone. After about 5 minutes of waiting, I started to feel a bit stupid. I had heard nothing since, and I thought of rats. Rats can make some weird noises. Also wind. Wind makes moaning noises all the time. Before I'd even finished this thought, my door burst open and a sea of police officers flooded in, brandishing their damn guns. They were screaming and running up to me. I almost thought they were going to shoot me. I pointed to the basement door. They ripped open the door and proceeded down the steps. I was so fucking confused at this point. They were yelling down there for about 2 minutes before checking the rest of the house. They found nothing. Nothing at all. I felt like such an idiot. As soon as everything calmed down, I asked the lead cop what was going on. "I don't understand," I said. "I thought you were sending one car." The look this policeman gave me was terrifying. "After you hung up that call to us," he said. The second line hung up. My stomach dropped. Again, I just froze. The second line was, of course, in the basement. "Who the fuck was it?" I yelled. "There was no one down there by the time we arrived," he said. I don't know what was a more horrifying thought. Something still being down in our windowless basement, or something sneaking out of our basement door, which, did I mention, was not 10 feet from the couch I was waiting for the cops on. The cop could tell I was shitting myself. He asked if I would like to come down to the station. There was no way I was staying here. I called my parents and they headed straight back and I went with the police. On the way down, I asked if there was any way it was just interference or something that could have simulated the sound of the phone hanging up. He gave me a strange look. That was all I got. It wasn't until I heard the emergency call I made from the police's end that I knew what that look meant. I will never forget it.